Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about the first chapter in chemistry according to ICC syllabus, that is matter. You all know matter is something which occupies space and has mass, and it exists in three states as you can see in the diagram: solid, liquid and gas. The solid molecules are very close, in the liquids the molecules are a little far away, and in gases they are very far away. Solids, they have a fixed shape, size and volume, as you can see here. This is an example of a solid, some salt. Then liquids, which do not have any fixed shape or size, and they take the shape of the container in which we put them, but they definitely have a definite mass and they cannot be heated. And gases, which is everywhere, they do not have a fixed shape, size or volume. So why is it that they exist in all these three forms? We will get the reason when we study about the kinetic theory of matter. So today's our main topic is kinetic theory of matter. What is kinetic theory of matter? It states that matter is made up of small particles that are in a state of constant motion. It also explains how matter transforms from one state to another. You know that suppose we take some ice which is in a solid state, and we keep it outside, it changes into water, which is a liquid state. And if we heat that water, it will again change into the gaseous state. So how does this happen? This all happens because of the different activities or movement in the molecule particles, which we study under the kinetic molecular theory of matter. Now we are going to discuss the important points or the main postulates of the kinetic theory of matter. Matter is made up of particles which are constantly in motion. So the particles, even if we do not see any movement in our eyes, through our eyes, but there is a motion constantly in the particles of the matter. All the particles have kinetic energy as they are vibrating or moving all the time. But this energy depends upon its state. So whether it is a solid, liquid and gas, they have different kind of movement. There are spaces between the particles of matter, which is called the interparticle space or the intermolecular space. As you can see in my previous diagram, it's very less in case of the solid, it is more in case of the liquids and very more in case of the gases. So that is the intermolecular space or the interparticle space. And there are attractive forces between these particles, which is called the interparticle force of attraction, and they become stronger as the particle moves closer together. So obviously if you see this diagram again, you will understand the solids, the molecules are very close to each other, so the intermolecular force of attraction is maximum in case of solids. It is little far away in case of liquids, so the force of attraction is obviously less here, and it is even lesser in case of gases because the molecules are very far away from each other. Our next postulate is when the temperature is increased, the energy between the particle increases and they move faster, thus also increasing the space between the particles. So when we heat, as I gave you the example in the beginning, if I heat or I keep a piece of ice outside, or I heat a cube of ice, I will see because of the increase in temperature, the particles will start vibrating faster because of more kinetic energy, and the particles will start to move away. Thus it will lead to the formation of a liquid, that is water. The particles are moving away, and if I keep on heating it, it will change into the gaseous state. The particles will move very far away because of high temperature. Now how can I show this movement? There are two important things which we can discuss here. First is the Brownian motion, which was shown by first Robert Brown. He had taken some molecules of pollen grain and put it in water, thus leading he saw some movement in that molecules of pollen grain when he put it in the water. So this random movement of particles suspended in a liquid or gas, that movement is called Brownian motion. It happens because of the collisions between the particles. So as you can see, the particles are moving in random direction. So mostly the liquid and the gases, they keep on moving in this random order. Another point of discussion or topic is diffusion, which shows that movement is happening constantly in a liquid or a solid or a gas. It is the natural movement of particles from a region of higher concentration to lower concentration, and this is again happening because the molecules are continuously moving in the fluid. If you see some, like if there is some, if I put some salt in the water, what will happen? It will immediately settle down, and if I move it, it will mix in it. This is happening because of the process of diffusion. I'll show you one more example of diffusion.